And good morning. I'm your friend Scotty Ray, along with Odie, as we begin another day.
And we are here, and it is Hump Day. You want me to tell you another story?
It's clear.
Well, we get started.
No, Odie, you don't. Odie got me so tickled. We had music playing, and I didn't know it. We had Don Williams everywhere.
Y'all just don't know how fun it is early in the morning.
It is a lot of fun here. We have to, without a doubt, say that. Thank y'all so much for choosing us to be a part of what we do every day and joining us. A lot to talk about today, what's gone on over the last 24 hours.
Yeah.
A bunch. We'll have the purse queen coming in just a moment. You saw a glimpse of her a minute ago. And this is who she is. Look at this. The
undisputed purse queen.
That's right. She's in the studio today with us, and we'll be learning more. What's shocking is how much this man over here knows about purses.
Well, you got to stay on top of everything.
You have not lived till you see Odie try to drink his coffee without spilling it when it's at the rim of the cup.
You just get down there.
Because we're one of those waste not. What's that saying?
Waste not, want not.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Have mercy, have mercy. We do hope you're having a wonderful day. Sad news as we start reading some of the headlines in America. Former President Jimmy Carter, his grandson, is saying he's in his final days. I don't know if y'all have seen the story. So we pass along condolences to the Carter family as they deal with the loss of Jimmy coming up pretty soon. He's been, a year now in hospice?
Yeah, and, he's done much better without, is it Rosalind? Was that her name?
Yes.
Without Rosalind, the expectation was, he's going to kind of go. But talk about a man of God.
Ooh, yes, sir, Bob.
Jimmy he may not have been the best president, but he was a good guy.
He did mean well.
He definitely lived to see the day where he is no longer the worst president in American history.
Absolutely, he did.
By twice.
And if I'm not mistaken, Jimmy is also the longest living president we've ever had.
Yes, sir. And he's 99.
I believe that's correct.
Not quite 100, and that's coming close.
Yes, sir.
So prayers for him and the family.
I look at some of these stories that happen nationwide, and Texas is it. And sometimes when you're getting arrested, you've caused a scene, and police don't really pay attention to what you're saying. But this one, Odie, I've looked at her face. Oh, my gosh. She was arrested. She was face down in the grass and in a ant bed. And she was going, help me, help me. Her face, Odie, is swollen from ant bite. Y'all know how painful that is if you get one.
Yeah, and these aren't just those little ants. These were fire ants.
Oh,
and
I get the hibby-jibbies thinking about it.
Them things hurt.
So I'm thinking about this young lady as she struggles with that. No word yet if she's going to seek monetary after the police. Usually that follows.
Well, I'm all for you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes, and what she did, and she got arrested, and it come to that. Surely she took it past what she should have. But here's the thing. When you arrest somebody and you put them in handcuffs, you are now responsible for that person. And you ought to be able to look down and see that someone's been
I agree
in
with
an
that.
ant bed.
That's just cruel.
I'm for her on that side. Number one, you shouldn't have acted the way you did to get slammed. But number two, you don't deserve that.
I don't know if you saw this yesterday, but we had a horrible accident.
Man, this is terrible.
In the U.S. of A. here, as we go to Florida, is where this took place. It was an 18-wheeler and a bus collided. 8 people are dead, 40 injured. And Odie, as we look at this, here's the scene here. And as it turns out, guess what he was? DUI, the truck driver.
In a truck. And you had 58 migrant workers on that bus en route to the field to work. No, it wasn't 18 wheeler. It was that little Ford truck.
Okay, so they expanded on that.
Yeah.
Here's what caused all of that.
That is just terrible. And they said it's going to be about 6 months investigation to get that completely done. But 58 workers over here, all had papers, all legal, all had rights to be here.
Yeah.
And then this happened. Tragedy.
They arrested a guy named Brian Howard, and they call him the driver of the truck is the way they're wording that. That do not drink and drive. That is just a no there. We see it every day of people that are taking in. And then a lot of times somebody will call in, there's somebody reckless who's driving. The police try to get there, and then they'll take an off-road and hide. And they don't mix anymore. It's not worth your life.
No,
to say the least, is it?
No, not at all.
So you still going to the gym, Odie?
I am. Went there again. It's going pretty good. I'm actually starting to get it. I do my workout, get through with it, then I get on the treadmill and walk for about an hour, and I'm getting my tan on.
You're in a tanning bed too, Odie?
I got to. I'm so white. I look like Casper, and I'm fixing to go spend all the rest of the summer on the beach. I don't need to burn. I already got so much Indian in me that I don't turn tan. I just turn red.
Okay. Number one, he's going to the gym. Number two, he's going to a tanning bed. Okay. More to come on
I'm
this.
paying for it, and I'm going to use it. You want to come with me?
No, absolutely not. I am. That's not for me. I'm
I
gonna
stay
do
in
a
that
walking.
thing 3 minutes. Everybody else is, can I do 20 minutes? And I'm like, man, I would come out looking like a KFC chicken leg.
Y'all remind me of that couple. What was that TV show where they were going on the Christmas vacation and skipping Christmas, and where they got the Botox and started going to the gym?
No, we ain't doing no Botox.
He's gonna come in one morning and look like Ronald McDonald, and he won't be able to move his face. You know how sometimes I had a great grandfather who was 95 at Anderson's Hospital. He was sitting up there. He was sick. Charlie Callahan. A lot of you may remember him. While in the hospital there, he got frisky and chased the nurse around the room there at 95. He just couldn't help himself. They calmed him down and set him down. As we go to
Did he catch her?
No, he never caught her. He wasn't fast enough. He was trying, but he never caught her. He told her she was a hot little thing there.
That's what that cane's for. Grab around there.
Francis Coppola, whoever he is, he's supposed to be some favorite big movie star, is all kinds of trouble because he's 85 years old. He was on a movie set, and, well, they were dressed scantily, and he tried to kiss one because, well, I guess it just hit his nerve there.
Why else would you be
if you dress
like
the part? What do you expect? Yeah. And they're giving him down the country. And he thought, well, she's pretty.
Well, I mean, look at the way she's dressed. She's asking for it.
There you go. There's a lot of that in the U.S. of A. So he's catching it this morning, probably more from his wife than he is than anybody else.
Oh, yeah.
Newspaper upside the head.
Don't you get in here?
Do you remember the guy that I brought up? The guy that was, y'all remember Con Air we brought up?
Oh, one of the best movies there is out there.
The guy that was in the cage that they locked up.
Yeah.
You remember he had the little doll?
Yep.
And he was also in Boardwalk Empire. He was punched in New York for no reason walking down the street. Well, they have caught the culprit that did that to him. And here he is, just out of nowhere. That's him there. He's wearing sunglasses because he's got a big black eye. But that's the guy that just, for no reason, punched him. We don't know why he got punched. Here's a better picture of him.
That's what everybody knows him right there.
Yeah, you can recognize that face from Con Air.
Yeah.
Man, that movie, that is one of those that if it comes on and you go by it, you got to stop.
Yeah. And you'll go through the commercials just to see it again when it comes back on.
What was that line where Nicolas Cage is sitting there and he's talking about the bunny? You remember that? Nobody messes with the bunny. You know, he was taking it to his daughter.
Yeah.
I can see it, but I can't hear it. But
he was on his way out, spent his time.
I like that movie. That's one of my must-see TV shows there, movies, however you want to word that. I like that movie there.
Yeah.
Scotty Ray and Odie, already 9 minutes into the hour, and y'all look out. We've got the Purse Queen coming up all the way from Philadelphia this morning here to talk about purses.
Made it in on time?
Yeah, she come in on flight 209. We'll be ready. We'll be right back.
Call Trey Long with Long Cleaning Solutions. 601-934-9427. Step into the spotless world of Long Cleaning Solutions. Feel the power of our one-of-a-kind solution perfected by Trey Long. Don't delay. Get results today. Call Trey Long at Long Cleaning Solutions. 601-934-9427.
Health Now is your locally owned medical equipment store. Every person's need is a little different, and they offer a little bit of supplies. They even have walkers, bath products, and oxygen. And the great thing about Health Now is they offer same-day service. They're open Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m., and on call 24/7. Health Now Medical Equipment, where we treat our patients like family.
If every time the wind blows you get a little leery about a tree over your house, talk to my friends at Reed Tree Service. There's no reason to be worried about a tree crashing through your house. Mike Reed has years of experience dealing with trees. It can be as simple as having a limb removed or a tree that is just huge too close to your shop or house. It's not going to cost you anything to have Mike come out and give you an estimate. They're licensed and insured, taking care of East Mississippi and West Alabama. Reed Tree Service. Have tree, will travel. And welcome back. And I want to say thank you to Donna. Where did this go?
There it is right there.
Yeah, to LaDonna. Put the bunny back in the box. Nicolas Cage at his best there. That was the line from that movie that I love there, that little bunny there.
Yeah, and I knew this and then forgot all about it till Deborah brought it up. But Steve was a firefighter for New York City.
Really?
Yeah.
Steve, and how do you pronounce his last name?
We'll go with Buscemi.
And this is who we're talking about here, this guy. He's been in so many movies, but
Mr. Deeds and Crazy Eyes.
Was he in that also?
Yeah.
Deeds. But what a great actor he was. He's been in tons. Very few. He was that leading role there. If you've never watched that Boardwalk Empire, he was like the Don. He was the head of the mafia there, and boy, you answered to him. His name was Nuki on that show.
Nuki, that's it.
Never make Nuki mad is all I can tell you. There was an old girl that he thought was good looking. He took her husband out. That's one way to get a new girlfriend.
No, you don't have a choice.
Oh, there you go. As we brought up just a moment ago, here, let's show her picture one more time here. I mean, who else gets to sit in a chair like this?
I mean, yeah, surrounded by bags.
Ooh, the purse queen is here. And as we cut to camera 2, we go across to the purse queen. Good morning.
Good morning, y'all.
Good morning.
I have to ask, who crowned you? Who put that on your head? When did you get your title?
Probably about a month ago. They suggested that I needed to get the crown.
Get
There
out of
you go.
here.
Yeah.
There you are. Now, you specializes in purses and all this fancy stuff up in Philadelphia, Paul and God.
Yep. We have Michael Kors. We have Kate Spade. We have Coach.
Now, you said Michael Kors?
Michael Kors. Kors.
Not the drink.
See, I would think that would be. And what has shocked me about all of this, y'all, is Odie and his knowledge of purses. Odie.
I am well-rounded in my educational ability.
How do you know so much about purses?
Well, you've got to stay on top of things that women like.
Well, number one, he's in the gym. He's getting a tan, and now he knows a lot about purses. Okay,
What
we're
else-
cutting back to
What
camera
else you
2.
want to know?
What do we need to know about purses? Tell me, fill me in on this.
Well, we just got these designer handbags and
Now, is that something you tote on your back? Is that what that
yeah,
is?
this is a backpack, but we have all
Hold
kinds
that
of
up where
things.
we can see it. Bring it over here to the camera. Look at that. All right, now
Yeah.
turn it around.
That don't look like my backpack.
That's a backpack, but it's called a purse?
Well, it's a backpack purse. A lot of people carry them as a purse.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
You
we-
put a bunch of stuff in that.
We have all sizes of purses, wallets.
Is that more popular with a maybe a mom
Yes.
with small kids where she
Yes.
can put pacifiers and stuff like
Yes,
that?
works great.
Oh, I thought you were talking about putting a kid in there.
Well, I don't think that would
No,
work.
not a kid. No,
Okay.
no.
They call those are front satchels, aren't they? That you put
Yeah, we don't have anything like that.
Okay,
No, 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 no,
just
no.
get that out
I
of
was
your mind.
always against putting a leash on a child till I took my grandson to the New Orleans Zoo.
And you thought that was a great idea.
Oh, we went and bought one.
I've seen people do that.
Yeah.
But purses are here. And with this, y'all have really upped it with purses there. That's how you kind of became the purse queen.
Yes, we was going to give them a trial run. We didn't expect them to go sell like they're doing, so we're just really excited about it. And like I said, we already have 3, and we're fixing to be getting a new one this week. And it's going
As
to
in a new brand? Is that what you
new
mean?
brand. Yes, it's going to be
Oh.
Dooney and Burke, and we're really excited about that too. So we should have that by the weekend.
I'm trying to learn here as we go with what
We'll
Dooney
get you.
and-
We'll talk about this after the show.
But ladies know this type thing, right?
Oh yes, they do, of course.
Big deal. Like the purple bag that you've got right there to your right there. What is that?
It's Coach. It's Coach, and then you have the little.
Kind of like flying regular in an airplane, so to speak.
No, no, not that. No,
Okay. But that's a pretty color.
it is. It's very pretty.
Now, am I also understanding with what you got here, you've got perfume that matches the purse? Is that right?
No.
No?
No.
We got a lot of learning to
This
do
is
for
the
you.
perfume and cologne. No, it don't
But
match.
same brand, isn't it?
Well, yeah, but I mean, yeah, I guess this is the ladies' Coach, and this is the men's.
Oh.
Yeah, I guess you can. Yeah, we even have Michael Kors perfume.
He's got perfume too?
We have Michael Kors perfume. Yes.
Man.
He's into everything.
Yeah, apparently so.
We've got a little bit of everything up there. so.
Now, do y'all have like a purse of the day, a purse of the week? How do you do this?
Sometimes I do that. I'll do like a special of the day and a combo deal of the day where they can get a purse and a wallet at a special price.
So wallets to match the purse? Because I
Yes.
know Odie knows a lot more about this than me.
We have wallets to match, keychains to match, just whatever you want.
Odie, is there anything that I'm leaving off about purses that I haven't gotten into here? You
I
seem to
think,
be the expert.
You've got it. You just make sure you know which one that your wife likes and goes get.
I highly suggest you go up there with a crown also and get whether you be the king of the purses.
Look at there,
he
the
could-
king
he could be,
of
he
the
could
purses.
be the king, yes. We would love to have him.
You got to look at the stitches to make sure that everything's on par. All of these are top notch.
These
name
are-
brand.
these are great.
These are the
Very-
real deal, ladies.
They are the very real deal. Yes, they are.
So-
Very nice.
So, what's your favorite? Because I see there's even some stuff behind you back there that's got some gold. What is that you got back there? What are those called?
It's the brown is the Michael Kors. That's the purse and wallet that matches, and then we have the black is the Kate Spade. That's our other brand we have.
And Kate's pretty popular too.
Oh yes, we had Kate Spade perfume too. Believe it or not. So.
Get out of here.
And then the white is also Michael Kors, and I mean, you could get a 3-piece deal. You could get the purse, wallet, and the keychain all to match.
So
if
this
you would
is-
like to do that.
Now, as we all often know, that Philadelphia Gun and Pawn, the Rock House, and also the back porch are all
yes.
kind of under the same roof.
It
y'all,
is.
is all of this also available to all three? Or you got to come to
You
Philadelphia.
have to come to Philadelphia Gun and Pawn to get it. Yes.
Well, there you go.
Well, you need to go to Philadelphia anyway.
Oh, absolutely. It's a great place to come to.
It is.
Yeah, it's that big town north of that small town Meridian.
You can't miss it. You'll come to before we stop, take a right, and it'll lead you to the front doors there. Now, is there a special today that you want to bring out, a special purse that you want to highlight that y'all got going on, or are we waiting until the weekend till this new one comes
We're
out?
waiting. Yes, we got the Dooney and Burke is coming. It may be here before the weekend, and then we also going to have a new shipment of Michael Kors sometime this weekend too. So be watching out for that.
I was looking here at other things here. Is this Michael's purse
That's
here?
Michael Kors.
Let me pull this up. Is that Michael's?
That is.
Okay, I'm
Yeah.
one step ahead of the rest of
You're
y'all
getting
now.
there. You're getting.
Yes,
because you can see
that
the
matches
name
the
written.
brown set that I have here today. We have all colors.
So with purses, and I don't know, do you match outfits with what you're wearing with the colored purse? Is this how this?
You can, yeah. Sure, why not?
That's why you got to get 3 or 4 of these things.
Yeah,
So you'll.
to match
you'll
every
match.
outfit. Yes.
You got to get shoes to match. So you
Yes.
can't just get a purse. You got to get shoes.
You got to get the whole works. The
Alrighty.
purse, wallet, the perfume to go with it, and everything. Yeah.
So if someone has got a question about this, they come in to see you like sitting on your throne and
No.
and giving advice. How does this work up there?
I don't sit on my throne. I'm constantly on my feet going and posting on Facebook. No, I don't get to sit in the chair. Not like I should be able
Dang.
to, but no,
Yeah.
no, I don't do that.
I was thinking she had a magic wand.
Yeah.
No, I probably need
Why
to.
not?
I need to. No, we're just busy bodies. So.
And they can go on your Facebook page and keep up with everything you've got going on,
Yes.
your specials and all that.
Yes, we post.
Undisputed Purse Queen at PGP.
Yes, we post on there, and then I even put it on my page as well. So hey, get the word out.
All right, you need to get one more like because I don't like that number, and we're fixing to go ahead and click this. You see that number that's showing over there to the left?
Where is it at?
Right there.
Oh, yeah, go ahead. We need to get that up.
We're going to give you one more like. You see that? We ain't having that. Okay, so you got one more now.
There we go.
We fixed that little problem there.
Okay.
Check it all out. Philadelphia Gun and Pawn. Great folks there. And along with that, anything that you're looking for. That store is packed.
Yes, and we also offer complimentary gift wrapping too.
Gift wrapping?
Yes, if you come in and purchase something, we can wrap it up for you, no problem.
You know, a woman would walk out with, man, we got to have that thing wrapped. No, we can't do it.
That's right. We'll get it wrapped for you, and you'll be on your way.
What about layaways? Y'all do that too?
We do. It's 10% down, and it's 3 months to pay out.
Well, that's not bad. Gives you 3 months to get everything taken care of.
We love layaways, so.
And you can do that on anything in the store,
Yes,
right?
pretty much, yes.
You need a ring to get married, to go to the purse.
Yes, we have lots of jewelry, so yes, we lay away, so.
All right, Philadelphia is the place to go. Philadelphia Gun and Pawn. Come in and see the Purse Queen today. Now, what time are you going to be back in the office?
Well, I'm off today, actually, so.
Dang.
Boy,
yeah, I got a big day planned too, so.
I got you. Going out and showing off your new purses, aren't you?
Yeah, probably so.
Well, thank you for coming in and showing us all this.
I'm
We
so honored
appreciate
to be
you.
here today.
Yes, definitely
So glad
enjoyed
to be
it.
here.
Anyway, drop in to see her. She'll be up at Philadelphia Gun and Pawn. Back at work tomorrow. They'll be there all day. We'll also be up there showing purses. He's good at that,
Yeah.
too. Yes, sir.
He can showcase it for you.
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah, him and Justin Ross and Justin can hold it down till I get back tomorrow.
See them today. Downtown Philadelphia is where they'll find them. Take a ride at the four-way stop. You can't miss it. Scotty Ray and Odie will be back in just a second as we'll get into some of the major headlines that have rocked Meridian over the last 24 hours. That's next as we begin our day.
We know you care. But if this is all too real for you and your loved ones, make the call. Because we care too. Home instead. To us, it's personal.
The selection is always changing at Massey Supermart Auto Sales with low-mileage cars and trucks. How about a 2022 Jeep Wrangler? Or a 2021 Honda Ridgeline Sport with only 40,000 miles. A GMC Denali. Or a 2024 Silverado 2500. Drop in today and find the car that you're looking for. They're packed with low-mileage cars and trucks.
The low profit dealer, Massey Supermart.
For something as vital as your eyes, you should have your lenses and contacts made with the utmost care and precision. And that's what Grayson Optical does on 24th Avenue. Since 1996, Grayson Optical's mission has been to provide Meridian and surrounding areas with quality eye care products. That's why we're locally owned and operated. And don't forget, custom-made sunglasses like Costa for your eyes only. When you need to see clearly, Grayson Optical. 2021 24th Avenue, Meridian. 601-693-6374.
Meridian's favorite barbecue is Squealer's Barbecue, named the barbecue capital for the state of Mississippi. Whether it's barbecue, wings, or burgers, Squealer's simply has the best for a family environment. Every Thursday night, there's live music out on the porch. Takeout orders are welcome, and whether it's your next tailgate or large catering event, your friends at Squealer's are there to help. Drop in for lunch today or a night out on the town. Squealer's Barbecue, the best in fine barbecue.
And welcome back, your friend Scotty Ray, along with Odie, as you're finally in the picture frame there, Odie.
Hey, look at there. I can't believe so many people really wanted to see me. But here I am.
We can't have Odie being halfway in the camera frame there.
Hody. All right, so somebody asked,
What'd they ask?
Are these discounted or are these full price?
Yeah.
And so there's some discounted ones. There's some final run sales, and then there are some that are full price. So it is a selection.
There you go.
It's everything. So go in there and go see the Purse Queen and find the one that you want.
As we mentioned, we'll start this out with the headline news of some sad news. As while we were on the air yesterday, we got word that there was a lot of sheriff's deputies on the side of the road. Highway Patrol had showed up. As we go to this story here, this would be how King Road and also Barnhill Road, where a body was found yesterday morning. The road was blocked for probably more than 3 hours as investigators were on the scene trying to put together what happened. At the end of the day, we've gotten word that he has been identified as Eddie Floyd Bell. He was 54, of this area out in the West Lauderdale area that was found deceased. How he died has not been determined yet. That's what they're trying to decide of what went on here. As soon as we get more information on this, we will pass it along. But he was found on the edge of the roadway, deceased, most likely there for a couple of days. As we get more information on this, we will pass it along. They're doing an in-depth investigation into this, and hopefully we'll have more answers for this in the next little bit.
Yeah. We need to find out about that SUV in the background. Every time we have a story, it's in there.
It's everywhere. Speaking of stories, let's talk about what went on yesterday. And what I mean by what went on yesterday is gunfire in Meridian, the Highway 39 bypass, Odie.
This is a busy area. This is a huge thoroughfare for Meridian off the interstate, 19 south, 39 up north. It is a very busy intersection. That entire road from the interstate back to 39 and Front Street.
And this again is during the daily commute. It was full of people.
Yeah.
I would first get word of gunfire breaking out. I pulled up to the scene. It was mentioned there near B Street. I talked to one of the people that called it in that heard the gunfire. 25 rounds were fired at least. As I stopped at B and C, they saw the dirt hitting where the bullets were coming off of the bridge down through there in the ground. No one was hurt there. Then we got word that somebody was at Bonita Lakes Mall, that their vehicle had been struck. I thought, well, there's been 2 shootings. So I shot off from there and I ran up there. I couldn't find anything. I ran into several people there and asked. They didn't know what I was talking about. So I went back, and as I got out of the car and we assessed, we had 2 cars that were damaged, Odie, that were shot going down the roadway. And then Johnson Dodge Kia's building would be hit. What we learned on this is it would be 2 cars going down Highway 39 bypass shooting at one another. One of the people, and I had different details of cars, and it's possibly 2 cars that I got descriptions. The first description was one of the cars that were hit. But I had one fella tell me that he passed a car that had 2 pistols hanging out the window firing. Now, let me show you. Let's pull up some pictures and show you what happened. And I want to say a good morning and thank goodness that Harold is okay down at Massey Supermart Auto Sales. And I want you to visualize this, where Johnson Dodge Kia sits, where 39 bypass, where you get off at the Russell Drive. From there down to Massey, a bullet traveled all the way across the parking lot past the gas station and would strike next to Harold standing down at Massey.
Man.
He was not hit. He could have been. Let's pull this up, Odie, and take a look at the damage of what we've got. This is the Kia dealership. As you can see, a bullet went directly through this window, shattering it. The good folks at Patrick Allen would show up in just a little bit, and as I was standing there to replace that window, we'd look at this. Here's the next vehicle that was struck. Look at this, right through the tailgate. Now, that could have easily gone through the cab of that truck.
Yeah.
And killed this young man that was driving the truck.
Yeah.
Fortunately, that didn't happen, and hopefully they'll be able to get ballistics from this bullet. The lead is still in the truck, and so I think they're getting that out. Now, as we go forward with this, now, I'm going to go back to this other picture that I've got. This tire here is shot. You see that down. Now, let me go here and pull up another picture. I want to show where it went through the rim of this truck.
You know, here, and I've said this 100 times, you need to take account of every employee that was in every business around there, a car count of how many cars went through there, people who are shopping the whole nine. And if it's 150, then whoever did this, 2 or 3 or 4 of them, it doesn't matter. Whoever did this ought to get 150 counts of attempted murder.
That's true.
100%. It's time we put our foot down and end this crap.
Look at it. All right, here's the tire that was shot out. Here's the inside of that rim where the bullet went through there.
Man.
Very, very dangerous situation. Is we could have mass casualties out of this. Somehow, miraculously, if I said that word correctly.
Sounded good.
Yeah, I fit it in. No one was hit. I don't know how. Here's on the inside as they're cleaning up. Here, look at this.
A business. They're earning a living.
Now,
and this happens.
And again, miracle, no one was standing there.
And tell me, we talk about God on this show. Let me tell you, all that went on right there, nobody got hurt, and tell me they ain't a God.
There is. This is the bypass that I'm talking about. You see a police officer here. All down through here are shell casings. I think they recovered 17, but witnesses tell me at least 25 were fired. So that's telling us that they didn't find them all. And
Well,
they
how
had
many
to
went
block.
back in the car?
Yeah, true.
You know.
And they had to stop traffic because they had to pick up the evidence out of the road. That's what the holdup was there for a little while. Now, as we look at this, we've got this that's the blue pickup truck. Here's a BMW that is also damaged. It caught it in the left front fender. It did have children in the car. They're okay. As we come across here, this is where the bullets would hit the ground out here across from B and C. This is just a miracle. J&C, yeah. I don't know why I said that. This is across here where that bullet went into that window there. Again, as you'll see the police on scene there as they're going through this. A miracle. And, of course, we've got video live from the scene that you can go back and watch the live coverage of this. What we know, let me give you the facts of what we know. 2 cars struck, 3 cars struck, 2 pickup trucks and a car. A building was hit, 20 to 25 rounds fired, and no one hurt. Somehow, some way. So let's all say praise God and thank you. We do hope that the culprits are found on this, that somebody has video. And if you work in that area and have video footage of it, please get in touch with the Meridian Police Department. We'd like to know who done this. It takes a little time to dig in, to put together all the A's and B's, and we certainly hope they are found and brought to justice on this. As Odie pointed out, everybody's life was put at risk here because of some people that were either, I don't know the word for it. It was drive-by shooting is the way to word what happened.
You know, I'm working, trying to get a little grant, and one of the things that I'm trying to work on are some cameras for weather and everything else. I sat down with Norman with CUI yesterday.
Great
We
folks.
had a long talk. Great guy. And I've got to go look. He has put some cameras up. We're going to do a test run this weekend and see how these things run and look at what we can do. And I'm hoping to make a couple calls to get some other people interested in. Look, this is something that we're just trying to do a test run, but I want to bring in some more people to look at this and see if this is something that we can use to help identify. Norman, if you need cameras, call CUI, talk to him. They're a great sponsor of the show.
Yes.
And they are smart. They've got cameras for everything. Talk to them. Call them. Not just for protecting you and your persons, but everybody around us. Yes, it's going to cover your property, but it's going to cover your neighbor's property. It's going to cover an accident that happened. It's going to give information to police that's needed to solve criminal acts such as this. Because we've got to come together as a community and put a stop to this now.
It is. We've got more coming up on this. And as always, let us know. If you see something, encounter something, let us know. Inbox us so we can get on it and we can get to a scene and figure out what happened. More on the way with Scotty Ray and Odie as we travel through. And again, blessings from the good Lord up above that no one was hurt on this. We'll be right back.
We know you care. But if this is all too real for you and your loved ones, make the call. Because we care too. Home instead. To us.
Bring on the amazing colors of spring. Al's Garden and Gift, voted the best garden and gift shop, specializes in beautiful bedding and vegetable plants, shrubs, fruit trees, hanging baskets, succulents, roses, and ferns. Freshen up flower beds with mulches, soils, sod, and pine straw. Also sprouting up unique gifts, candles, pottery, gourmet sauces, spices, and food items. Come try a cool and delicious treat by Ice Cream Factory 2. It's the perfect time to spend in the yard. Bloom with happiness. Visit Al's Garden and Gift today.
Downtown Meridian is thriving with a fresh look, and now it's getting a new neighbor. Toyota of Meridian is now open under new hometown leadership. We're bringing automotive knowledge and experience home with a focus on improved customer satisfaction and all new pricing. Toyota of Meridian is excited to serve the Queen City and exceed your expectations.
I'm Trinard Rush, and I want to invite you to Toyota Meridian, where hometown pride drives excellence.
Our local headlines are brought to you by the Rock House Gun and Pawn.
Philadelphia Gun and Pawn, located at 910 Posey Avenue, has tons of lawnmowers to choose from. A big selection of zero-turn lawnmowers, power washers, and even barbecue grills. Step inside the store and see their complete line of Liberty safes along with those Browning safes. A large selection of Louis Vuitton purses along with satin shirts and bead sets. And tons to choose from for the outdoorsman in your household. And always a great deal on any type of jewelry you're looking for. And a private lobby for pawns for your confidentiality. Philadelphia Gun and Pawn. Welcome back, your friend Scotty Ray along with Odie. Already 7:33 this morning. 63 as we wait for a sunshiny day of 85. Now don't forget that's going to be changing come Friday as we now have thunderstorm activity lined out, a level 2 for our area, Odie, moving in on Friday. Tornadic activity could happen, 60-mile-an-hour gust, hail, and gusty. So just be heads up weather-wise come Friday.
Yeah, it just, look, somebody had called and said, man, did the radar work? I said, yeah, it worked so good that as soon as this thing formed quickly, we saw it, and then it was right there on top of us. And while we were out surveying the damage, I talked to a couple of people, and they said, man, look, as soon as we got that warning, I was able to get up, look at the phone, and there it was. I'm glad we got this radar. That was a long, hard work to get it done, but we're able to tell a lot more information than what we were.
There you go. Let's go back in time now. Let's go back to 1918. And every time I see his name, I think of Eddie Arnold. He's got a birthday today. Well, he did. 1918 was when Eddie Arnold was born.
He would have had a birthday today.
That's correct there. One of the all-time greats. People loved him. He was good at what he did and made a big name for himself. And let's see here. 1942.
Dang, I didn't know she was that old.
Well, she also has.
Well, she has, but I still don't remember her being.
Well, she was. She was 45 when she got her record deal.
Well, I guess so.
As K.T. Oslin was born on this day back in 1942. Those 80s ladies, if y'all remember that song. Well, that's been a while since. And Bob, Hey Bobby, Do You? She had a few more of those. Now, of all the detective shows out there, you want to talk about Mr. Cool, who had it going on? This guy I really liked. His name was Lee Horsley. He played a guy named Matt Houston. Do y'all remember that detective TV show?
You know, I don't remember that.
You're kidding me. Man, it was cowboy cool.
And I'd have watched it for her, if nothing else.
Oh, she was beautiful. But he was that type that was, his character was a man's man. And let me tell you, it was good. It's kind of like, what was that? I forgot the one. I can see his face and I can't call it. Never mind.
We'll catch it.
He drove a Dodge car. It was black. Hunter.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of similar there in the way they conducted business.
You're talking about Cannon there for a minute.
Yeah, he drove a Lincoln.
Yes, he did.
Big Lincoln. He couldn't get out. That was right after Barnaby Jones, if I'm not mistaken.
Sure was.
1973, Ronnie Millsap would have a number one on this day. What goes on when the sun goes down?
I never saw it coming.
I'm not going to answer that, Odie. All Odie, no Scotty Ray. Great singer there, Ronnie Millsap.
Yes,
big
was.
song there.
Yeah.
Now, one of the big things that happened that used to be with country music was truck driving songs. Well, they were the heartbeat. They really made or broke an artist. Truck driving songs, because they spent more time next to the radio than anybody. As we go back to 1965, it was number one of, well, it was a made-up woman, but she was on a billboard in the field by the big old highway. As we go back to remember, Dale Reeves had a number one with a girl on the billboard. Who remembers that song?
Oh, Greg still listens to it today.
Da-da-da-da-da. Just a gear jammer. What would she have to do with me? Then he ended up stopping and he goes, man, it's just a painting.
It's not even a
but
real
it made
deal.
everybody look.
Yeah.
It was a great story depicted in that. Red Savannah, of course, being one of the best also there when it came to those truck driving songs. Dave Dudley was another one of those. 6 days on the road and now I'm going to be home tonight. He had that deep voice. I loved him. I don't know. This next thing, I've got it on 8-track. Johnny, go ahead. I didn't know my Cadillac downstairs still has an 8-track player in it.
Oh, well, I got 8 tracks at the house. We can use it.
We're going to have to ride around in the caddy.
Yeah. We're trying to get some horns on the front.
I may put some of the, we may start using the caddy in some of the Christmas parades, have a float and then followed by the caddy.
Oh, yeah.
With some bull horns.
We can put Greg in a white suit.
Why would we do that?
You look like Boss Hog.
He is not going to like you today.
I bet he's eating a steak. No, he's not either. He hadn't eaten in a day and a half. He's getting his picture took today, if you know what I mean.
Oh, yeah, he's going to the doctor.
Yeah,
I don't ever want to do that.
Yeah,
1979, this show would end. And I have to say, the original TV show, I never watched a single episode. I did watch the made-for-movie. It was kind of funny there. If you go back to remember, Starsky and Hutch ended in 1979. Maybe it was that hat that made me not like the show. Or maybe it was the crocheted...
a toboggan.
Well, that's a crocheted vest.
A sweater.
I don't know. It just didn't do it for me. I was more into those Lee Horsley type detectives.
That's got a high school letter jacket on.
Yeah, and then, he had that one song. He did make one song on the radio there. I don't know. It wasn't my show. And the car was no General Lee either. Now, I have yet to try to figure out how the Harlem Globetrotters ended up on a deserted island in the middle of nowhere.
And got off of there.
Yes,
by
sir.
themselves.
But it happened on this day.
It happened.
It's the remake there. The Harlem Globetrotters made their debut with Gilligan.
And they even brought him a jersey.
It was amazing of all the people that ended up on the island that somehow got off and left the crew behind.
Yeah. I mean, they were always there, especially with the professor. And he built radios and everything else, but could never build one that would talk.
Maybe it was the fact he was on a deserted island with Marianne. He didn't want to
I
leave.
wouldn't have wanted to leave neither.
Now, there's been a lot of TV shows. This made a country music singer huge, but the actual movie came out today in 1981, and it became an anthem for the American worker. It also introduced you to a truck that no one had ever heard of before. Not really, not in the major scene it hadn't. Since then, it's become a legend. It is a part of Americana, is it not?
Yeah.
As we go back for Take This Job and Shove It, premiered at movie theaters everywhere in 81, and Bigfoot would run through that time clock machine at the end of the show, and it would be over.
You know, when they got married, most cars, they had beer cans strung up behind the car, pulling them down the road.
Yeah.
And, they tied a bunch of kegs together.
Yeah, that's right.
Bet on Bigfoot. That guy had a truck accessory store. And he wanted to find out, what can I do to push my store and what we sell? So he took that Ford truck, jacked it up, put big tires on it, and went out and started running over cars simply as advertisement for his store.
Shop. Oh.
And all of a sudden, now look at what they've got, Monster Jam and everything else that came out of this. And
did you catch, let me pull this picture back up. Did you catch Johnny Paycheck there in the background there?
Boom.
Take this job
I
and
see
shove
your
it.
head.
I ain't gonna work into here no more.
Jamie, I'm with you on all these TV shows. Matlock is my favorite TV show.
That's a good one.
Between Matlock and Perry Mason, those are my two absolute favorite TV shows.
Wasn't this guy a Beatle?
Yeah, but yes, he was.
He was. As we go back, y'all remember this song, Ebony and Ivory.
And he got
Stevie
knighted.
Wonder. And
Paul McCartney.
Paul McCartney. Okay, I don't know much about the Beatles, but I do remember the song "Ebony and Ivory."
Yep.
That's been a little while ago. 1982 is when that was out. Here's this guy. Y'all remember the group Montgomery Gentry?
Yep.
This would be Eddie Montgomery's little brother, who would make it first, and then Montgomery Gentry would come along later. On this day back in May 15th of 93, it'd have number one song called "I Love the Way You Love Me." Y'all remember this by John Michael Montgomery?
I remember that. Yep.
And he also had that song "Soul," the Grundy County Auction. He had several others, but those were some of his bigger ones there. I swear that was a remake of somebody's song. This would be, maybe you're a big famous country music star and your brother-in-law keeps telling you, hey, I've got this idea for a song, and he won't let it go. He just keeps on about it. Well, that's what happened in this case, as Alan Jackson's brother-in-law kept going, man, I'm in love with you, baby, and I don't even know your name. And, well, Alan sat down and wrote it, and it became a number one.
And there it is.
1995, it was released to radio, and it would be a number one. And if you remember the video, it had here's your redneck.
Oh,
You may be
Bill
a redneck.
Engvall?
No,
Or the redneck himself. Yeah.
You may be a redneck if
Your richest relative buys a house and you got to help take Jeff Foxworth.
Jeff
There we
Foxworth.
go. Johnny had it for us anyway.
boy,
Golly, I'm glad we wasn't on Jeopardy.
I know.
Time would have run
But
out.
Jeff Foxworthy was in the video. Remember, Alan has a darked out tooth, and
Yeah.
he's missing a tooth. I don't even know your name. It was funny. Tim McGraw had a number one song back in '99 on this date. Also, as we go back to remember, please remember when. Y'all remember that one there? Tim McGraw has evolved, and he's been around for quite some now, since 92, 93, somewhere along in there. That first one was Memory Lane, if y'all go back. We lost a legend today, and it would be really the demise of the man himself when he lost her.
Yeah.
He wasn't here long after that. June Carter Cash would pass away on this day back in '03, as we kind of thought this would happen with Jimmy Carter. It did happen with Johnny Cash. This was his world, his reason for being, and he lost her.
Well, the only one that halfway straightened him up as much as you
Absolutely.
could.
She did. He became a Christian after that, and his whole life turned around. He even financed a movie about Jesus on his own. Johnny was serious about it. Man. He would go on to play in Little House on the Prairie as a preacher. Gunsmoke. He was in a lot of things. He really tried to do right by the world. 2004, not today, donkey.
Not today, donkey. Not today, Harold.
Shrek 2 premiered. I don't care who you are. This stuff's funny.
Yeah, it is.
It was Eddie Murphy makes that movie. If he hadn't have played Donkey,
oh yeah, and the whole thing, is around him.
I truly enjoyed that. We would lose another one that was behind the pulpit.
Man,
he done a lot for folks. Anybody remember Jerry Falwell? He passed away in '07 on this date. Lost a lot of legend. This next guy, he's been in a lot of things. It was Everybody Loves Raymond. He was a regular on there as a father-in-law of the big tall brother. And he would also be in this movie. Everybody loved it. Anchorman. Fred Willard passed away on this date. He was 86 years young.
Oh, man.
Anchorman's funny.
Yeah, it is.
Kind of a true life way things really work.
You're racing down the road.
Yeah, trying to get those ratings. Who's number one?
Oh, man, somebody wrote on here. I forgot to see who it was. Reminded me real quick that they're remaking Matlock with Kathy Bates.
A new movie?
Playing Matlock.
A woman?
Yeah.
No.
So I don't like these remakes, especially like Magnum P.I. Wiggins was not a female.
Yeah, Higgins
was not a female. Well, now here's Matlock, and Kathy Bates is playing Matlock.
Is that the woman that was in Misery?
Yes.
Now, she may be a great
actor. Wonderful actor.
But it's Matlock.
It's Matlock.
Who's going to wear, what did y'all call them suits the other day?
Seersucker.
Yeah, whatever that word is, she ain't going to look right in it.
I'm going to watch it for the simple fact that it's Matlock. But don't mess it up. Now, if it's his daughter or granddaughter who has moved up to be Matlock, who took his place, I can go for that. I don't know what the premise is because I hadn't tried to search anything. So we'll see. I'll give you a heads up.
Yeah. So, well, I did not know that was happening. They've done it to Walker, Texas Ranger. Not a good movie.
Oh boy, they messed that up.
Just
Kathy Bates also played in Driving Miss Daisy.
And she was also in one of those, wasn't she in Titanic? And she was also in one of the Jesse James stories where she played Jesse James' mom. I forget which one it was, but it was a pretty good little show there.
I mean, it's great. All right, so Johnny saw a preview where she said, I'm Matlock. Yes, like the TV lawyer. Like the TV lawyer?
Yeah, Anita says only one Matlock.
Man, you've got that right.
T.G. Shepard sang it. There's only one you. Woo. We'll be right back. Scotty Ray and Odie.
Mow, dig, haul, trench. The reliable Kubota BX Series subcompact tractor is highly capable. A smooth hydrostatic transmission makes for easy operation and versatile attachments that help you handle the job. The Kubota BX Series, rated #1 in durability and owner experience. Talk to your Kubota dealer to schedule a demo.
J&J Tire and Muffler, located at 3420 8th Street, invites you by. And if you need a front-end alignment, make sure to try their new state-of-the-art alignment machine. No matter the size of your truck and car, J&J can align it. J&J also has touch-free mounting, laser wheel balancing, and as always, they provide preventive maintenance, including CV axles, shocks, struts, brakes, with the largest selection of new and used tires, along with exhaust systems. Locally owned and operated since 1978 in Meridian. Patrick Allen Companies has a wide selection of garage doors that will fit your style, add value to your home, and add curb appeal to your neighborhood. Patrick Allen also has top-of-the-line, energy-efficient replacement windows that will make your home look great while saving you money. We're family-owned and operated, and we take pride in our work. 5305 Highway 145 South in Meridian.
For all your garage doors and replacement windows, call Patrick Allen Companies. Safety, service, satisfaction.
Odie, we failed to mention one of the biggest movies that she was in.
How could you miss it? Because it was, Mama said alligators is ornery because they got all them TVs and no toothbrush to brush them with.
Mama's wrong again. It's the devil. Of course, we're talking about The Water Boy.
Oh, man.
Yet another one of those movies that if it's on, it doesn't matter.
To see somebody grab the whole baby alligator and just...
What was he saying? He's not holding anything back.
He ain't holding nothing back.
We know.
That's going on tonight. This is going to be... That's how we went into this next little deal. Not holding anything back. If you want something to do tonight...
Yeah, tell me about it.
This is tonight. I don't think you'll ever see this again. The game, it was 3-0. Then they came up through the innings. And at the bottom of the 8th, it was 3-3.
It was Casey at the bat.
Southeast was tied. This is to go to the state championship 3A, I believe, baseball game. Best of 3 series. 3rd game. The Storms came. Tonight at 7 o'clock at Tiger Stadium. Right out there in Southeast. This is Southeast baseball team playing for the South State Championship, a chance to go to the state championship for a 1-inning, all or nothing, lose it or not, ball game. 1 inning.
What time does it start?
Inning, 7 p.m.
Join them there. Ought to be fun.
Oh, man, this is just...
We wish y'all luck.
Ooh, we're with y'all. We're pushing y'all. And then to see West Lauderdale Lady Knights. They won game 1 of the state championship last night against Purvis 5-1. They play tomorrow at 4:30. If they win, state champions.
Odie, we got somebody wanted. Eric Clark and his deputies are looking for this man here. His last name is Edwards there. He's wanted in Neshoba County for burglary of a dwelling that occurred in 2020. If you have any information of where Edwards is, contact the Crime Stoppers at 855-485-8477. That's his picture. We'll keep you up to date on that. And also, speaking of Neshoba County, we want to do a thank you. Eric called me and he goes, I've got a young lady that's missing. And he described her to me. She was 62 years old, and he gave me her clothing. And, well, as usual, the guys come out. And they went to the area there right at the county line, and they were able to locate her. One of the wildlife, Mississippi Department of Wildlife officers actually found her first. And she was okay. And thank goodness that had a great ending to a story there. There's nothing worse than to be displaced and not know where you are. And she was found safe, and we want to say thank you to everybody involved.
That is good. Now, Sue Owen, that's my preacher's wife.
What's she doing?
She said that fried green tomatoes with Kathy Bates.
I never watched fried green
It's been
tomatoes.
a long time. But
Kathy Bates has been in a lot. She's a tough hombre. I'd hate to make her mad. I promise you that.
After what she did in Misery.
Yeah.
Sledgehammer to the ankles.
Ooh,
you're
boy.
going to write this book.
Another fender bender as we go to North Hill Street. It's a popular place for accidents. This was yesterday afternoon as we do that.
After you told them not to pull out and go the opposite direction.
It happens every day.
Yeah.
Anywhere from the bank down towards Subway, those areas there, y'all be careful. We don't want anybody injured in those. Nobody majorly injured in that also. We've got video. Something coming up this Saturday we want to bring up. If you're going to be out near Highland Park, Touch a Truck returns, Odie. The Meridian Parks and Recreation is going to be hosting this. It begins at, I believe, 10 o'clock and will last until noon at Highland Park. If you want to come out, face painting and food and a whole lot of other events going on there with the recreation department there.
A little bit of everything going on.
Yeah, so enjoy that while you can. Now, you called me yesterday and said you gotten word that this was going to be delayed just a little bit.
Going to be delayed. The contractor had problems getting the asphalt to come on, so this will continue on until around lunchtime today.
So
me and Savoy Road there at that railroad track. So just if you're in that area, you dealt with this yesterday. And it's going to continue on until around lunchtime.
Well, if you were out traveling Highway 11 and 80 yesterday and you were headed toward Russell and you were going to take that shortcut from Marion to Russell and you got there and you went, well, I can't get across. Here's why. Here we go. The Allied van kind of stuck there. That's got a big hump, and I can't tell you how many car haulers and things of that nature, like a low boy, is going to get hung there because they're real low, and as the truck goes over, it drags. They were fortunate. They had lanterns and were able to stop the train from making contact.
And I'm telling you, that the train coming through there they're moving.
Yeah, it's called Boogie There, Boogie There.
Yep.
You know, you brought up Southeast just a moment ago. We have to say congratulations to everybody last night at the Ag Center from Southeast. They graduated.
They graduated.
Isn't that neat?
Man, congratulations. Now, look, not every single one of y'all need to go to college. Some of y'all, you can make more money sitting there using your hands. So don't go into debt. Be careful. Think about it.
Pick your career.
Pick your career. Do what you want to do. And love what you do, and you'll never work a day in your life.
I agree with that. Ain't never been said any better there. Scotty Ray and Odie, we're coming back. We're going to tell you all about the coffee mug giveaway.
We got a list we're putting together, so yeah, get your birthdays in and your anniversaries.
Yes, sir. We'll be right back.
Just $41 a month for this new Brother embroidery machine. Buy it local and get instructions for life, service, financing, the lowest price guaranteed, and take it home today at the Sewing and Vacuum Center in Meridian and So Select in Flowood and Hattiesburg.
Have you been wanting your own building, your own shed? Speak to our friends at Best Sadia Building, 601-728-1954. Now, they can custom build you a home from a barn dominium. Maybe it's a shed that you're needing or a simple place to park your car, a garage, a camp house. Maybe you need a place to park your tractor, your motorcycle, or even that lawnmower. They can custom design whatever it is you need. Quality work, trustworthy, Best Sadia Buildings. Speak with Drew, 601-728-1954. Summertime has arrived and Freeman Tractor on Highway 494 has the exact lawnmower for your need. If you've got a big yard with acres and acres to mow, they have a mower for that. No matter the size yard you have, Freeman Tractor has the lawnmower that fits you and your budget. From 48-inch all the way up to 60, or the X-Mark lawnmower. Plenty of these to choose from. Also, they carry a complete line of LS tractors. Come by for a test drive today. Financing available. Drop in today to Freeman Tractor, Highway 494, see coleslaw or buttermilk. As the seasons change, so do your clothes, and Garrett Sports Center on 8th Street has exactly what you need. Haybo shirts, long and short sleeve, also Hulk shirts. And America's favorite brand, Carhartt. Whether you need work pants or slacks for church. And nothing lasts like a pair of Carhartt overalls. Maybe it's a set of boots that you need. From box to lacrosse, they have the boot for you. And as hunting season rolls in, they have all the camouflage you need and toboggans to boot. Garrett Sports Center, 3505 8th Street, Meridian. And welcome back to the Toyota Meridian Studios with Scotty Ray and Odie. We find out that Enterprise is going to have graduation tomorrow night, Odie.
Yeah, that's going to be good. And then Danny Todd's movie Losing Hope, Finding Grace is going to be at Hickory Picking.
Awesome movie. I saw Danny yesterday, as a matter of fact. Stopped and spoke with him. Good to see him again.
He's the one that produced that little short that says, this is Scotty Ray, and I'm coming to you from this street on the corner of that avenue, and there's going to be a wreck here in about 15 minutes.
That was funny.
That was funny.
I appreciate the note there. I really got a kick out of that.
That was.
Odie, if you were planning a family vacation to be there for the grand opening of the new Buc-ee's, Mississippi's very first one, you got to postpone it.
Change your hotel room.
Yep, it was originally scheduled for November of this year on the Mississippi Gulf Coast. It looks like it's going to be spring of 25. Do you know what this Buc-ee's is costing?
Well, I know how big them things are. So.
Take a wild guess of $1.
$20 million.
50 is what it costs to build this. You know, it's one of those gas stations that has pumps as far as the eye can see. $50 million. Can you? I wouldn't be able to sleep at night.
No. For a convenience store.
Have mercy.
Oh.
Phil Bryant is suing someone, the former governor. He is suing a reporter, saying that he made statements that were not true about him and his wife. He's going after him. We'll see what happens there.
Well, so there's a lot of that going on.
It sure is there. We had a wreck on the Natchez Trace. One person has passed away. You don't hear a lot about Natchez Trace because it's 50
miles an hour.
And you better
50 and one half.
They really enforce that. Because there's not much going on. They're kind of bored there, and you come along at 50 and a half miles an hour. Well, they need something to do.
Because I tell you what, they're mad because they're having to patrol that stretch.
You know, I never thought of it that way, but that's probably a great way to word it, Odie.
So you get pulled over by them, they already mad because they at work.
Oh, and here's just a tender moment that is just touching there. Toby Keith's daughter accepted his University of Oklahoma honorary graduating. They were going to present him with a degree, and she accepted it on behalf of Toby.
That's cool.
It is so hard to sit back and even fathom that Toby Keith is not here. 61, 62 years old, stomach cancer. It doesn't matter who you are, it comes after you. So keep Toby's thoughts. This is going to be a tough year for them without him. He was such a force.
Yes,
I'm telling you, he didn't back down. If he believed in what he did, he stood up for it. I like Toby. Gruff, but made a great point.
Arnold said it must be a foreign-owned store. Well, no, sir, it's not.
No, it's
not. It is owned by a single man. His nickname was Bucky growing up, and he built a store, and it just kind of grew, and he found the niche of a huge store with 100 pumps to take care of trucks, cars, everything. This is an American, and I want to say Texas for some reason. This is an American, a single owner that built these stores and is continuing to build these stores. And we're going.
Let's see if I can.
We're going to see if we can't find out.
I was looking for a Wikipedia. If I had
Wikipedia.
You know I can't say that word, and you and my wife always messing with me about that. Here we go. Let's find out what this is. This is what it says here. It is an American chain of country stores. There you go.
Gas stations and electric vehicles. Yeah, you just had to put, sometimes you just got to do what you got to do.
And Odie, right?
In Jackson, Texas.
Yep. So Odie was correct on that.
Arch Beaver Apin the third. So, yeah, I mean, hey, that is finding something that works.
It's
and
kind of like the
doing
guy,
it.
Sam Walton. Was
Sam
kind of
Walton. Yeah.
Hopefully this will stay family owned also. We need as much American made products as we can get out there.
His childhood nickname, wow.
There we are. They're going on worldwide of Mississippi getting their very first one. I'm proud of that. I'm so glad of it.
Yeah.
Odie, we need to give away the coffee mug. And again, this is what it looks like.
Yes, we do.
From the great folks at Hyundai of Meridian. Win this Scotty Ray Report coffee mug. And who we having birthdays with today?
We got us a nice one. Gay Watts is having a birthday. Dominique Nickerson, Amy Thornton, James Seward, Shannon Moore, Cindy Clark Haynes, Mary Gentry, Tommy Beatty, and Michelle Willis. And not a single one gave us an age. We got...
Nobody wants it told.
Sometimes we get one or two with none. But we didn't get a single name with an age today. But that's okay because the winner's still going to receive this Hyundai of Meridian Scotty Ray Report coffee mug. And we're going to hit this here go button. And today's winner is Michelle Willis. Happy birthday. And all you got to do is go by Hyundai Meridian, Highway 39 North, Big Gray Building. You can't miss it, right down across the street from Coca-Cola. And get your mug. Test drive something while you're there.
Yeah, it looks like we got a message from the Meridian 9U All-Stars. They will represent Meridian as they go off to some playoffs as well. We'll get their picture put up here in a little bit there.
Yeah, y'all be careful and have a good time and bring home a win.
And a big thank you to Patricia Keaton for watching this morning as well. Odie, we need a Bible verse as we head out to face this day. Sometimes it's just a word of God that makes your day better. And
that's it.
What is it that you need to share with us?
Well, today we're going to go to the book of John, chapter 15, verse 2. He cuts off every branch in me that bears no fruit, while every branch that does bear fruit, he prunes so that it will be even more fruitful. He takes us and forms us, and he does things that we may not know that he's doing and persuading. But I tell you one thing he will do, and that is come into our heart and forgive us of our sins and give us everlasting life in heaven to be right there with him. Oh, man, it is something to know that he's in our hearts and that he is with us each and every day. And all we've got to do is come to him and ask him to be with us, and he will. Just like him, I want you to know that Scotty Ray and I both love you. We want you to have a wonderful Wednesday. We'll be back in a little less than 23 hours to start your Thursday. Until then, have a wonderful and blessed day.
The Scotty Ray Report is brought to you by our following partners.